Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 46th episode of Futari wa Precure. And last episode was pretty great because we actually had our characters sing their own anime's 80s song and get the whole group together for it. So it wasn't even just our two main characters singing, it was just we all came together as a group and we did our best at some big competition thingy. And it was great. The whole thing was great. They got their solo bit, they got to actually arrive in time for their solo bit. So it was a pretty big success, I would say. So let's jump into this episode and see what's up. 3, 2, 1, play. It looks like we're starting at our evil mansion, as usual. Best alarm clock. Imagine being the guardian who's stuck in the cage with him. Surprised he hasn't lost his sanity yet. I guess he wasn't in the mood to get dressed for breakfast. The look of fear. A bad guy in his pajamas. It's terrifying. Oh, he's gonna get out of the cage. Well, what are you doing? Right. What's the plan? Yeah, we're probably not gonna get that far. Failed escape number 2. Yeah, I don't like the look of this. You are pooty Q pooty Q pooty Q pooty Q pooty Q pooty ti de Q futari wa precure. So, hey, the Guardian, his Deban is up, so he gets to actually do something in the show instead of just being trapped. I mean, that's good in a way, right? Gives him something to do than just be annoyed by a bird all day. That's like a small cage, and he has to share it with a large animal. Your best, my best. Well, large from his perspective. Metjanai. Da da boo da boo. Q pooty Q pooty Q pooty Q pooty ti de Q futari wa precure. Pooty Q bum bum. Yummy New Year. What is this? The amazing drawing of Nagisa. So yeah, on a more lighthearted thing, we have New Year's. Really, we're still playing it. Well, through a flashback bit, but you too. Oh, is that what we saw before? Yeah, New Year's card. That makes sense. That was great. Was 10 out of 10 literal best card ever. There's no need to lie to our face. And that looks like trouble. Yeah, this could be a problem. What's our title? That's a very concerning title. Yeah, I might want to take care of those stones. Oh, they're all three here. I guess I don't see that. Well, at least it prevents a panic, but still. But yeah, if they get the stones, that means they're gonna kidnap Popo, right? That's what that means? Because Popo has the stones inside of him. So, please keep a good grip on Popo. And yeah, the way they're just like menacingly slowly approaching them, it's very unsettling. And it's so weird to see a transformation so early in the episode. But the bad guys aren't leaving us much choice. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, that was a quick version of it. So, how can we help you guys? Can you go away now? Oh no, he jumped. Ooh. Yeah, was he just like going really fast? I mean, I do keep talking about changing. Is this part of that change? He could be just being faster. Oh. Yeah, and there's still two more of them. Which is hardly fair. Uh, uh. Well, she tried. That would be why. Uh. Oh, could have at least landed in the hole. Uh. Yeah, I don't like the way this fight's going so far. Meanwhile, in the happy place. Our big old queen. Thank you for your input, queen. You're just not letting us hit them. You're the one that keeps messing with our routine. Oh no, you should have stayed hidden, Popo. You're the one they're after. I don't think that's gonna make too much of a difference this time. Yeah, because that's what they were looking for. This is why I said to stay in the bush. Is there nothing we can do to stop this? I knew it was only a matter of time before they got Popo, but doesn't make it any less heartbreaking when it happens. Way to rub it in. Yeah, the one he kidnapped before. Just kidnapping all of our friends. Probably gonna, like, activate the power. Well, yeah, it's glowing. Bite his finger. Well, I mean, at least he left Popo there, I think. But this is a terrible situation we're in. I mean, it's not okay, but could be worse. Yeah, pretty much we just had to sit there and watch as the bad guys were flaunting their victory over there. We found the bad guy's lair once. Maybe we could do that again. Yeah, Precures don't give up. We can't do that. But we gotta figure out something. That is the important thing. And I'm glad to have you too, Popo. We don't have the stones, but we have each other. What? Oh, the group photo? And one person has their back to the camera. Let me see. Wow. It's a great shot. Looks like they caught you mid-yawn. Yeah. You gotta protect these smiles. All the kind of science stuff. And some of these episodes are from a while ago. That's the question. Everything will be fine. But we have to go. Because only we can. Yeah, what exactly are you guys doing? Yeah, they're glowing alright. So much power. Yeah, that's pretty conspicuous. And having the different music really makes it feel so much more epic. Like, I can really feel the hype just welling up within me. And there is this spot now, at least, because of the stones just kind of shining up there. So at least we found them, but actually defeating them is another task entirely. But we're Precures, we're together, we got this. Yeah, next time. Next episode, we got this. Really was a great song, though. And just like that, we've officially entered the end game of this second half of the show. We got the stones, they're all sparkly, and we gotta rush over there and get them back. Papaya, papaya. You can also get the Guardian back. Kudu, kudu, kudu. And yeah, definitely don't want to watch the preview now, because we're like in real heavy plot territory. So, that was the 46th episode of Futari wa Precure. And things have kind of hit the fan at this point. We have a scene with our bad guys. We have like the main guy just kind of walking down there in his pajamas, going up to the cage, pulling the Guardian out, and very much implying that it's now time for him to actually use him, right? Because he captured the Guardian a long time ago. He really hasn't done anything with him. He's mostly just been kind of in the cage, chilling with the bird, and living a very sad life, right? But now I guess it's actually, but I guess because he kind of said later on in the episode that he's somehow been getting information from him. I don't quite get how he got that, but apparently somehow having the Guardian in the cage allowed him to figure out the spell to activate the stones and all that. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but I get that it does, and that's the important part. We finally realize why he's had the Guardian captured And apparently he finally got everything he needed to get, so it was time to go out there and get the stones. And whenever you have the bad guys show up way before the halfway mark, you know it's a big deal, right? You know something special is going on, and it's not special in a good way, special in a bad way, because they decided it's time for them to just take the stones from the Precures, right? And when all three of them are together, they're really hard to deal with. Yeah, just one at a time is a problem, but when there's three of them, they outnumber us, and I'm pretty sure individually they're about as powerful as the Precures are, roughly. I mean, when we get the rainbow bracelets, we could, in the rainbow storm, we could usually overpower them, but without that, they can't take on one just the two of their powers. That's why we needed that upgrade. But when all three of them show up, there's really not a whole lot we can do unless something really special happens. And this time, when Popo was about to give them the rainbow bracelets, he started glowing and stuff, doing his usual thing where he wells up the power of creation from the stones. They were waiting for that, because that was their chance to just yoink him and then use the Guardian spell to pull the stones out of Popo, and then get them all glowy and stuff, and they just left with the stones and the Guardian. At least they left Popo behind. That's good. I mean, they had no reason to take Popo at that point, but sometimes bad guys do anyway, so I'm glad they left Popo behind, because that would have been pretty sad. I already felt really bad for Popo, because Popo is very much a child essentially, and that can be pretty traumatizing, getting kidnapped by some bad guys. So luckily didn't go quite that far. So that put us at kind of a low point in the mood of things, because we just had those stones stolen from us, and of course the bad guys aren't going to do anything good with that much power. So we're pretty worried, but the important thing is to not give up, and we didn't, because we're Precures and we don't do that. And we got the really nice scene with all of our friends kind of looking at the group picture of the choir, whatever you want to call it, right? A big old picture, and we even have Nagisa with like a funny face and having a lot of fun with that, a lot of smiles and laughter. Just a good scene to just kind of remind us what we're fighting for, what we're trying to protect, our precious school life and our friends. It was a good scene for that, for sure. And then they gave us a chance to kind of end out the episode with them standing on top of a cliff area overlooking the bad guy's lair. They got the power of creation just kind of popping up in the sky, so we clearly know where they got to go, and they get to stand up there and transform and get full with determination and ready, and just go on over there. And that's when they decided to cut off the episode, because of course that's where they cut it off. And then next episode we can see them attempt to save the day. It'll probably take more than one episode to do, as is usually the case, but I do have faith that our Precures will be able to do that, because they're still together. They got Popo and Meppel and Meeple and the Precure powers, and they got all that, and that should be enough to I would think. I hope so. I'm sure it is. I did really like the montage of kind of the past memories, because we're 46 episodes into the show. That's a lot of episodes, a lot of memories they have, and getting to kind of get a bit of a peek at that now that we're getting close to the end of the show, it's a really nice thing, because it lets us as the audience kind of remember the good times, and it lets them again know what they think about what they want to protect and all that. So I did appreciate that as well. I kind of skipped over it, but I did like the New Year's card stuff in the beginning. Now I guess I had an amazing New Year's card. Let's see if I can go back to where that pops up. I think it was after the opening. I'm pretty sure. Because I think we started off on like a zoomed in shot of it, but we see the Happy New Year stuff on it, some food, and then Nagisa in like a kimono with a knife and a fork. Just, it's a great little picture. I didn't realize it was a New Year's card at the time. I mean, I wasn't sure what it was, like a poster or something, but eventually they clarified that it was a New Year's card. And if Nagisa just like sent this to all her friends, that's pretty great. Because that's a top tier New Year's card. Way better than any ones that I've ever gotten, I assure you. So yeah, that was the episode. We are in the end game, and we'll see how things go with that in the next episode. Until then, bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.